The SINUS demo drops you into a neon-drenched cyberpunk world where hacking isn't just a mechanic, it's your lifeline. Developed by a team of two, this action platformer roguelike combines tight twin-stick shooting, Metroidvania-style exploration, and a capture system that lets you recruit enemies to fight alongside you. After spending hours with the demo, here's why it's already on my wishlist, and why you'll love its bold vision and unique take on the 2D platformer genre. Here's what's going on in terms of the core gameplay loop. Every run begins at your ship, the central hub where you access meta progression upgrades and choose your starting planet. The demo offers one planet, but the full game's map teases multiple worlds to conquer. But first, character selection. SINUS offers 5 distinct characters, each with unique playstyles. AIO, my personal choice, the Cyber Ninja, thrives on stealth. His active ability cloaks him in invisibility, perfect for repositioning or bypassing threats, while his passive boosts melee speed and damage, ideal for players who love hit-and-run tactics. Nero, the expert hacker, has complete control. His passive reduces hacking times, and his active instantly activates all turrets within his radius. Tina, the rebel, starts with an extra gadget charge, letting her spam explosives like the 4 kunai, which stick to surfaces before detonating, or the horizontal boomerang for crowd control. Your goal is to reach SINUS, the final boss, but not before hacking signals to unlock new stages that'll lead you to fight each planet's boss first. These signals are guarded by waves of enemies, turrets, and traps. Clear them, hack the console, and uncover the path forward or to secret loot and other goodies. To face the boss, you'll need a key found in specific stages, turning each run into a strategic scramble to balance exploration and progression, though to be clear, there's no real rush. Exploration is a part of the main gameplay loop. Although the side missions are optional, I'd argue that exploring is almost essential if you want to be strong enough to fight the legendary enemies or confront a planet's boss. What I love about the exploration in this game is the fast travel system. Discover a checkpoint in a stage and you can zip back to it instantly. No tedious backtracking, just pure exploration, letting you hunt secrets or loot without wasting time retracing steps. You start with 1 life, but exploration rewards you with more. Hidden behind damage-type doors or trap-filled gauntlets, these extra lives demand precision. One wrong move in a room full of barbed wire or fire-spewing turrets can end your run instantly. Movement is key, sliding through openings, double jumping over gaps, and using unlockable skills like the hyper jump to access secret areas. The platforming feels weighty and deliberate, with a learning curve that rewards mastery and precision. One of the core mechanics in this game is the hacking. Hacking turrets uses a stamina bar surrounding the turret itself. Take damage while controlling one and the bar depletes instead of ejecting you immediately. This makes turrets viable mid-combat, especially when paired with drones. Speaking of drones, hack any enemy to add them to your squad, but balance their slots against consumables like healing kits or ammo refills, as they share the same quick bar slots. If you lose a drone in battle, you can stand near it to repair it to half health, but take too long to start the repair process and they're gone for good, forcing you to find a replacement. There are a couple of requirements for hacking and capturing any drone. First, you have to pick up a blueprint corresponding to the drone family you want to capture. Blueprints are found randomly in stages, as rewards and side quests, or as drops from enemies. For example, one of the first drone types you encounter is part of the Reflex family. Each drone is the next tier up from the previous one, starting with version 1.0 up to 3.0. This is because any drone you use often in combat will level up to the next version on its own with enough experience. Similarly, you could simply spend currency at a shop to upgrade them if you don't feel like grinding, which, honestly, is valid if you just want to hit the ground running with your drone squad. The second requirement is to have a high enough hacking stat to start the process. I'm pretty sure you can increase your hacking stat through gear, though I couldn't find any gear that did so during my handful of runs. The requirement for each drone version or level increases as they go up, at least for any rarity above green. Yes, drones have rarities, and they are as follows: common, uncommon, rare, and legendary, or simply green, blue, purple, and yellow. Not only that, drones also have their own stats and behaviors, becoming more complex as their level and rarity increase, and having variation between drone families. It's evident that the drone hacking system is one of the core mechanics that the developer intends the player to engage with, and it seems like it will be really interesting, especially if they can expand on it for the game's eventual launch. What really hooked me was the itemization. Weapons and gear synergize in ways that make each run feel distinct. My breakthrough run featured a fire element machine gun with enough heat to clear your sinuses. It was truly nothing to sneeze at. I paired that gun with gloves that slowed bullets from burning enemies, a combo that provided some much needed survivability. Another pretty basic build that the game's tutorial shows you is using an electric pistol amplified by a helmet that arcs lightning between electric bullets, letting you shred crowds and intercept enemy fire. Reload speeds do feel sluggish on some weapons though. Adding in an item with the reload speed affix would smooth this out, and I hope the game adds these types of weapons in the full release. Though it's possible I just had terrible RNG. Upgrade stations peppered throughout the stages add another layer to your weapons, Once picked up, these upgrade chips will automatically slot into the currently held weapon to unlock grayed out passives. That fire machine gun I mentioned earlier, well, finding a chip gave that gun the ability to have a higher crit chance immediately after sliding. Also, procedural generation ensures every weapon roll feels fresh and allows for more replayability. Let's talk about progression and the strategy involved. Back at your ship's console, aka the central hub, meta progression lets you invest in permanent upgrades. Every time a run completes, whether successful or not, you gain points to invest in helpful passives and unlocks. Start runs with bonus skill points, rare weapons, or passive items like trap damage resistance. Unlock ammo capacity for specific guns or even goggles that highlight secrets. These aren't handouts, they're earned through currency scraped from failed runs, softening the blow of defeat. The skill tree, however, is run specific. Points you invest vanish on death, forcing you to prioritize. Some nodes grant basics like sliding or a hyper jump, while bigger tier skills cost an additional point. Do you invest in utility like expanding your inventory or adding a secondary weapon slot, or go for high risk rewards like the console upgrade / limbo state skill that gives you 10 seconds to reach a control panel upon death? The choice, of course, is yours. Another progression mechanic to search for that can provide rewards is damage doors. These doors sometimes require specific elemental attacks to open or are just a straight damage check, often blocking off items such as weapons, gadgets, or other gear. Exploration is incentivized with loot rooms and hidden zones, though I'd love some more variety in set pieces between the stages. Fighting legendary agents in secret areas can also give you rare items, but they often felt too difficult. Their damage output dwarfed even the demo boss. But the thrill of barely surviving a trap-filled gauntlet for a legendary weapon, that's the magic SINUS nails. In terms of atmosphere and polish, pixel art environments ooze cyberpunk flair. Rain-soaked streets, flickering holograms, and a synthwave soundtrack, oscillating between ambient melancholy and adrenaline-pumping combat themes. While the demo's runtime limits track variety, what's here is atmospheric, almost hypnotic. Visually, from AIO's sleek cyber ninja garb to Nero's bright red dress, character designs feel intentional and memorable. Animations shine too. Electric bullets crackle, fire engulfs enemies in pixelated infernos, and corrosive attacks dissolve into nothingness. For a two-person project, the cohesion is staggering. In saying all of that, there are some quirks about the demo to keep in mind. For example, the UI remains cramped, with item descriptions requiring careful reading. The one demo boss can be a bit frustrating, and a skill point allocation feels skewed toward essentials like weapon slots and movement upgrades. Investing in niche skills like the control panel hacking boost rarely feels worth it, although the 10-second chance to revive is a must-have skill. I hope the full game incentivizes diverse builds. I also encountered soft locks twice, trapped behind doors that were missing keycards or something. Exiting and re-entering the stage fixed it, but it's a hiccup worth noting. Now for my closing thoughts. Keep in mind this game right now is just a demo, so it's not the full experience. Now, you may disagree, but SINUS isn't just another roguelite. The demo's procedural levels, build diversity, and risk-reward exploration create a loop that's hard to put down. Yes, it can be a bit punishing at times. Yes, RNG can gatekeep your progress, but when you finally assemble a build that turns you into a cyberpunk demigod, drones swarming, turrets blazing, bullets arcing with lightning, it's pure chaotic fun. The foundation here is rock solid. The full game could be a genre standout with more stage variety, tweaked skill incentives, and quality of life fixes. Try the demo, tinker with builds, and while it's not a fully fleshed out experience, it's worth keeping an eye on to see where the developers take it. This game has the potential to be amazing on its 1.0 launch. If you enjoyed the video, consider clicking the thumbs up button and subscribing to the channel. It'll help me grow and I'll greatly appreciate it. See you in the next video. Peace out.